Okay guys, for our first problem naman, okay, ang gusto ko namang matutunan nyo is ano bang konsepto. Okay, sige, medyo ito guys is one of the most, hindi man common type ng problem na lumalabas during the board examination. Okay, so ngayon pa lang, mas mainam na maging familiar na kayo towards these types of problem. Okay, so if the maximum force in each rod cannot exceed 150 Newton, ibig sabihin daw guys, ang sabi ba niyan, ang sabi ba niyan guys, na ang tension mo sa each rod is strictly 100,500 Newton. Kasi ako, ang tingin ko ang iisipin nyo dyan is i-equate nyo lang yung FCO, FBO, and FAO. Saan? I think i-equate nyo lang siya guys sa ganun. Dahil sinabi na 1,500 Newton. But take note and please analyze these considerations. So, ito naman is first time ko namang maibibigay sa inyo. So, sundan nyo lang. Okay? Okay. And then guys, ayun nga, meron naman tong counterpart na calculator technique. Okay? So, yun ang gawin natin. Okay? So, yun guys is, una, since anong concept ba to? If meron tayong hinahanap dito, tingnan nyo mabuti. Ano ba hinahanap natin? Mass. Ibig sabihin, yung object natin is may nire-resist na force. Kapag yung object natin is nagre-resist, ibig sabihin, meron siyang reaction. Kapag meron siyang reaction, therefore, nasaan tayong concept ng equilibrium? Ay, yun na sinabi na. Nasaan tayong concept ng analysis? Nasa equilibrium tayo. Sorry, nasabi ko. Mali. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, di ba, ganito din yung mga problems natin before, pero ang hinahanap naman sa atin ngayon is yung mass na to. The mass. Okay? Mass ang sabi, di ba? Determine the greatest mass. Okay, the greatest mass. So, mamaya malalaman nyo ano ba yung greatest mass na yan. Okay? Ibig sabihin, so we have greatest mass daw na hinahanap. Ngayon, ganun pa rin naman yung step natin. O sige, unahin na natin, sige, establish yung point coordinate. If we are going to establish the point coordinate, ito guys, medyo bibilisan na lang natin sa part na to, okay? And then, i-verify nyo na lang kung tama ba yung naging point coordinate natin habang ina-analyze nyo siya. I-pause nyo and then tingnan nyo kung tama ba. Or, para mas magandang gawin dito, bago ko sabihin kung ano ba yung mga point coordinates na yun, okay? Para lang mas mabilis sa atin, i-pause nyo muna. Tapos, hulaan nyo. Or, i-analyze nyo ano ba yung point coordinate na sasabihin ko. And then, after nun, i-resume mo. Tapos, tingnan mo kung tama ba yung naging guess mo. Okay? Ganun na lang gawin natin para mas ma-appreciate nyo kung talaga bang natututunan nyo na mag-establish ng mga point coordinates kasi nandito lang na may buhay nun. Okay? So sige, for letter C muna tayo. O sige, bago ko isulat, sige, pause nyo. Okay? For letter C, ang coordinate dito is negative 3. Okay? Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Negative 3 din. Okay? And then, for point coordinate ng B, paki-pause ulit. Tingnan nyo muna mabuti problem. Sorry. Okay, ayan, tingnan nyo muna mabuti problem. Bago ko ilagay yung B, i-pause nyo ulit. And then, tingnan natin kung tama ba. Okay, so for B, so this is negative 1. Tingnan nyo kung tama. Negative 2, and then 2. Okay? And then down for the last one, ibabalik ulit sa figure. Tingnan nyo ulit maigi. Okay, pause. 1, 2, 3, and then, ayun. For A naman, basically, ang coordinate natin dito is positive 2, negative 3, and 1. Considering that this is your positive z-axis, this is your positive y-axis, and this is your positive x-axis. Tingnan ko lang, double check ko kung tama ba. And I think sa akin is tama. So ano yung huli? O ito, hindi ko na kailangan ipapost to. Yung intersection ng x, y, and z mo is nasa origin. Tama? And yung tail nung weight mo is nandun din sa origin. Yung origin mo, ang coordinate mo sa origin mo is simply 0, 0, and then 0. Okay? And then now guys, so meron na tayong point coordinates. The next thing we're going to do is to identify. Ano ba? Okay? Is to identify ano nga ba guys yung ating mga, head to tail. Okay? Pwede naman tayo mag-assume. Assuming lang guys, okay, kasi sa pinakadulo ng problem natin, kapag nag-negative lang naman yung sagot, ibig sabihin, mali yung naging assumption natin. Para lang siyang method of joints. Ganun lang. Kasi nga, di ba, kumukuha tayo ng point of concurrency. Pag kumukuha tayo ng point of concurrency, simply, ina-assume natin in method of joints na lahat ng member na nakakabit sa point of concurrency na tinutukoy natin or the point of consideration, the solvable joint, is always tension. Pwede mo rin namang i-assume na compression, depende. But again guys, sa thrust analysis, parang ganoon lang din. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, when we say guys that, okay, pwede ko ba siyang i-assume as tension muna lahat? O ibig sabihin, away from the bakit ko ba sinabing mag-assume? Di ba sir, lagi namang away? Kasi guys, ang ina-analyze natin is rod. Iba kasi mag-react ang rope sa rod. Yung rope is always away from the point of concurrency. Laging tension yun. Hindi yun pwedeng maging compression. Sige nga, imagine that yung rope mo, ayan, pag ganyan siyempre rope mo. Okay? Tapos, applyan mo nga ng force papunta doon sa kanya. Tingin mo ba makaka-experience ng force yan? Hindi. Okay? Malulupi lang yan na parang charger. Okay? And then, paano naman guys, pagka ganyan yung mo, yung rope mo, okay? Sorry. Nakaganyan yung rope mo, okay? Nakaganyan yung rope mo. And then yun, nag-apply ka ng external force papunta doon. Ang mangyayari sa rope mo ngayon, i-straight dito yan. Tama? Kapag pinutol mo ngayon yan, makaka-experience yan ng tension force papunta doon. So, yun yung guys, ang concept for rope. Since rod ito guys, medyo may konting pagkakaiba. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mo mag-assume ng direction kung paano ba. Since 3D to, medyo mahirap, medyo challenging. Kaya mag-assume na lang tayo. Anyway guys, assuming na ayan nga yung mga heads natin. Ayan nga yung mga head natin. Pwede na ba tayo mag-establish ng head to tail? I think pwede na. Unahin natin siguro si CO. Okay, si CO. C, and then O. And then establish natin yung mga point coordinates muna. Okay, I think ilagay na natin lahat. Sige, ganito ako kasi mag-solve dati. CO, and then BO. Nililista ko na muna lahat. Okay, and then BO, ano pa? And then for the last one, we have a O. And then lista ko ganyan muna. Okay, para tuloy-tuloy na lang ako magaan mamaya. So, hindi na ako paulit-ulit. Okay. Lagyan mo ng ganyan. And then yun, hanapin ko na. For C, ano ba yung coordinate ko? So, negative 3, 2, and then positive 3. Tama ba? Okay, tama. And for O naman is simply O, 0, 0, 0. And for letter B, or the BO naman, kasi may B. O yun, ang coordinate natin is negative 1, negative 2, and positive 2. So, negative 1, negative 2, and 2 or positive 2. And then for O is simply always 0, 0, and then 0. And then the next one naman is simply equal to yung A natin, ang coordinate is 2, negative 3, and 1. Tama? 2, negative 3, and 1. And for naman is 0, 0, 0. Okay? And then guys, kukunin na natin yung ating CO, ang ating BO at ating AO. Okay? Yun yung mga position vector coordinate natin. Okay? And then ito guys, negative 3 minus 0 is simply equal to negative 3. 2 minus 0 is 2. Napunta. And for the 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. Okay? Kayo nga guys, sige nga, kunin nyo nga ngayon yung DCO. Okay? Pag sinabing DCO, di ba, simply equal to negative 3 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So kayo guys, sige, kunin na lang natin yung mga sagot for that. Okay, para din Okay, so negative 3 square plus 2 square plus another 3 square. Ang makukuha natin dyan is square root ng 22. Tama? Square root of 22. And then for, how about the BO? Kunin muna natin ulit. So, negative 1, negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2. And then for 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. For DBO naman is simply equal to ano? Okay, for DBO, palitan lang natin, square root ng negative 1 square plus quantity square root ng negative 2 square plus quantity 2 square. Okay, ang sinasabi guys na quantity is yung close and open parenthesis. Kasi kailangan, pagka kailangan nakasama. Okay, kailangan nakasama guys yung negative exponent, ay negative sign niya. Para na isasama mo siyang ma-i-square. Kasi ang nangyayari minsan, pagka ganito lang ginawa mo, ang tendency niyan, i-square niya yung 2, i-square pa niya ulit yung negative. Okay? Kaya, negative times positive is magne-negative yung sagot mo. Whereas, kung negative 2 naman, ibig sabihin lang yan, quantity, kabuuan na yan yung i-square niya. Okay? And then yun. So, ang makukuha natin is simply 3. And then down for the last one, 2 minus 0 is 2. Negative 3 minus 0 is simply negative 3. And 1 minus 0 is 1. And then again, getting the position vector coordinate resultant, ang makukuha naman natin dito, sundan nyo ako, square root ng 2 square plus negative 3 square plus 1 square. Okay? So, square root ng 14. Mapapansin nyo guys, absolute yan kasi nga lahat naman naka-square root. Okay? And then for the next one naman, since nasa ang concept na nga tayo, if we're going to get the forces acting on the member due to the given load or given the external load, ibig sabihin may internal reaction ka dyan. So pag ganun, nasa concept tayo ng equilibrium. So Fx equal to 0. Okay? Unahin natin CO. Fx equal to FCO, okay, multiplied by negative 3, okay, over square root ng 22. Nasaan ba kasi yun? Ang negative 3 natin, okay, again, is negative 3 natin. Teka, para lang hindi nalilito na nga. Sige. So, negative 3, okay, negative 3, multiply, over the square root ng 22, which is eto. Okay? And now, guys, plus, okay, the FBO naman. Ang FBO naman natin is simply equal, ito naman, to negative 1, tama, over, negative 1 over 3. Okay? And then for the next one is the FAO multiplied by, ito naman tayo, 2 over this one, which is square root ng 14. So, which is the square root of 14. Okay? I think ilipat ko na siguro yung 0 dito. Ilipat ko na siguro yung 0 dito sa kabila. Okay? And then by the way guys, nakalimutan ko isulat yung 2 dito. Okay? So this is 1, negative 1. Okay? Ayan. Okay? And then okay na tayo guys for Fx. Okay? Now guys, is ano naman yung next i-consider natin? Of course, hindi mawawala ang Fy equal to 0. Okay? For Fy, I think ulitin natin, ganun lang din for FCO. Ano naman guys yung Y components natin? Dito naman tayong base. So, ito ngayon, 2. Okay? I hope nagiging maliwanag. This is 2 over square root ng 22 plus FBO. Sige na nga, isulat ko ulit yan. Ganito din ako magsulat noon. And then, i-rewrite ko muna lahat. Equal to 0. Okay? And then, lagyan ko na dito yan. And then for BO, ito gagamitin mo dyan. So, negative 2 and then 3. Okay? Okay. Ibig sabihin, negative 2 and then 3. Okay? And then down for the last one, simply, ang gagamitin naman natin is negative 3 and then negative 14. Okay? Ibig sabihin, this will be negative 3 and this will be square root of 14. Okay? I hope maliwanag tayo sa part na yan. Naka-slope form pa rin tayo for scalar. And ito na yung medyo crucial. Okay? Fz is equal to FCO. Okay, FCO. Drawing ko muna ulit na ganyan lahat. Plus FBO. Plus FAO. Okay, yan muna lahat, ano? For ano naman, for Z values naman, so we have 3. Okay, 3 for FCO. Sabihin, this will be 3 over square root ng 22. Next one is for this one naman, for BO, we have 2, and then gagamitin natin na over is 3. We have positive 2 over 3. And then down for the last one, we have 1 over square root naman ng 14. Okay? And then ano pa yung kulang natin? Yung weight. And then guys, by the way, saan ba directed yung weight natin? Directed guys yung weight natin along the z-axis. Ibig sabihin, ang assumption natin dyan is, ang assumption natin is papunta dun guys yung positive z-axis mo. Ibig sabihin, nakataliwas ka sa kanya, ang assumption natin ngayon dyan, ano? Ang assumption natin ngayon dyan, minus yan. Negative weight equal to 0. Okay? Nagkakaintindihan ba? And then, by the way guys, hindi nyo magagamit dito yung mode, hindi nyo magagamit dito guys yung mode 5, ito, mode 5.2 kasi nga meron kang unknown. Okay? Unknown ka. So, paano gagawin mo dyan? Okay? Ito guys is a calculator technique. Okay? Calculator technique. Okay? So, yun guys, balikan kasi natin yung tanong. Ang sabi kasi dito guys, if the maximum force in each rod cannot exceed 1,500 Newton, determine the greatest mass. Ibig sabihin kasi nito guys, pagka daw kailangan daw, ang maximum tension force lang sa mga rod mo is 1,500 Newton. Para daw makarga niya lang yung enough na weight mo, dito. Okay? Yung enough na weight na ini-exert ng box towards the structure. Ngayon, ibig sabihin kapag yung mass na yun is nadagdagan, ibig sabihin, isa sa mga object mo na to is magi-snap dahil bumigat, masisira. Tama? Ngayon, ang sabi dito sa atin is hanapin daw natin, okay. Hanapin daw natin guys yung maximum mass. So ito guys, tuturo ko sa inyo yung short method. I think may example si Sir Calvin ng pang long method naman. So ang bala kasi namin dalawa is pagsamahin yung mga lecture videos namin so that I can teach different approach and different sample problems. So I think long method yung gagawin ni Sir Calvin, and ito naman sa atin is for calculator technique, mas mabilis siya i-solve. Kung makikita nyo guys, syempre alam naman tayo sinabing FCO na value, the FBO and the FAO, and bawat isa na yan is nakaka-experience ng different forces. Sinasabi lang dyan guys na ang maximum natin is 1,500 Newton. Ibig sabihin, kada member, yun lang yung dapat na nire-resist niya. Diba nga sabi natin that the internal forces are the internal reactions to the external loads. Ibig sabihin, ang maximum lang na kaya nilang dalhin is 1,500 Newton due to the weight. Kapag nadagdagan yung weight mo, syempre mas bibigat yun, masisira na sila. Okay, ito guys is from board exam approach na to actually, and then mas ma-minimize yung waste ng pagsasolve nyo. Okay guys, and then I think yun nga, isasama na lang natin video ni Sir Calvin for the long method para yun nga, mas magkaroon kayo ng ibang atake kung sakali. And by the way guys, you can try this using the long method as well. Okay, so ang ginagawa natin doon, okay, since meron tayong weight na W dito, di ba ang hinahanap natin mass? So we have mass equal to we have weight equal to mass times the gravity. Tama ba? Tama ba yung natin? Tama ba yung weight natin? The weight natin is the force equal to mass times the acceleration due to gravity. So, inahanap natin dito is simply mass, weight multiplied by gravity. So, kung ipa-plug in mo dito yan, hanapin mo yung mass, medyo madiwara nga yan. So, kunin na lang muna natin yung weight bago tayo mag-equate. Okay? Kunin lang muna natin yung maximum weight. Okay? Huwag muna tayo sa mass. Kunin muna natin yung maximum weight. Okay? And then guys, ibig sabihin lang yan, ang ginagawa kasi dati, okay, ititreat mo to as 1. Okay? So, tsaka mo ngayon siya i-model. O, di ba, mabilis lang. O, pag minodel natin sa calculator to, di ba, we can say that this is your equation 1, this is your equation 2, and this is your equation number 3. Tama? Di ba, kapag kaganyan, i-minomodel natin sa calculator yan using mode 5.2. Okay, mode 5 plus 2. Okay? Di ba, magkakaroon tayo dito ng A, and then B, and then C, and then D. This represent that AX plus BY CZ equal and then the constant D. So actually this is equal, okay? And then for equation 1, i-extract mo lang guys lahat ng coefficient niya. Okay? So at this point, eto yon. For equation 1, i-extract mo lahat, okay? So, ganun, gagawin natin is negative 3. Negative 3 over square root ng 22. Okay, ito yon. Okay, and then negative 1. Sige. Okay. So, negative gawin natin yan. Gayahin natin. Negative 3 over square root ng 22. And then negative 1 over 3. Ay. Negative 1 over 3. The next one is 2 over square root of 14. Okay, 2 over square root ng 14 and then equal to 0. Okay, for the next one we have 2 over square root ng 22. You have negative 2 over 3, tama? And then negative 3 over square root ng 14 equal to 0. Okay? And then for the last one, we have We have 3 over square root ng 22. And we have 2 over 3. And then we have 1 over square root ng, this is square root ng 14. Okay? Square root of 14, okay? Equal, since, di ba pinalitan natin to as 1, as unit of 1. So, pag negative 1 siya, negative. Ito yan, negative. Ibig sabihin, pag nilipat mo sa kabila yan, this will be positive 1. Okay? So, solving, double check muna natin. Negative 3 square root of 22, negative 1 over 3, 2 square root of 14. 2 over square root of 22, negative 2 over 3, negative 3 over square root of 14 equal to 0. And then for the last one is 3 over square root of 22, 2 over 3, 1 over square root of 14 equal to 1. Okay guys, and then guys, pagka na-solve nyo na to, basically, ganito lang yan. Okay, so mode 5, 2, okay? Input natin negative 3. By the way, don't forget this negative sign, no? Square root of 22, negative 1 over 3, 2 over square root ng 14, and 0. And then for 2 over square root ng 22, minus 2 over 3, minus 3 over square root ng 14, ang lag na yun, wait lang. Negative 2 over square root ng, Negative 2, mode 5, 2, okay? Negative 3 over, inulit ko square root of 22, okay? Negative 1 over 3, 2 over square root ng 14. Please be careful sa pag-input guys, and then 0. Inulit ko to guys, and then 2 over square root ng 22. Nandito na ako, andyan na ako, okay? And then negative 2 over 3, and then negative 3 over square root ng 14 equal to 0. And then for the last one, we have 3 over square root ng 22, 2 over 3, 1 over square root ng 14, and then positive 1. So, makukuha natin dito is 1.728. Tingnan nyo guys Makukuha natin dito, tingnan nyo for di ba CO, BO, and AO. Di ba? Ibig sabihin, this is your CO, AO, and then this is your BO. Okay, ibig sabihin na yan, kung makukuha natin as X dyan is equal to CO, your Y equals to BO, and then your Z equal to AO. Tama ba? AO ba dulo? AO pala yung, okay, baligtad. So, wait lang. This is this is PO, this is AO, okay? This is your BO, this is your AO. Tama ba? Yes, tama. Ibig sabihin, COBO, and then AO. And then makukuha mo ngayon dito, huwag kayong mag-alala, bakit sobrang liit yan? Factors lang yan. Okay, so 1.728. And then the other one is simply negative 0.789. And then the other one is 1.5. Okay, 1.5 1.5, 8 na siguro, 1.57, sige, 1.575. So these guys are just factors, okay? Ngayon guys, anong kailangan natin bang gawin dito? Okay, and then ang kailangan natin gawin dito is simply consider, tingnan nyo mabuti okay, so lagyan natin siguro CO factor, gawin COF, okay, para meron kayong mga notations if nagsasolve na kayo. Sa pagkuha natin guys ng this type of problems, halos paulit-ulit lang din mga kasi nangyayari. So this is the maximum. Tingnan nyo maximum force, okay, maximum force of each member, okay, of each member equal to the force, okay, equal to the force multiplied by this multiplied by the factors, okay, ibig sabihin if we're going to get the so maximum force, maximum F max equal to FCO, okay, and then COF, tama. And then for F max naman equal to FBO BOF, and then for the last one is F max equal to FAO, simply AOF. Okay, lipat ko lang to dito, wait lang, lipat ko lang to dito para mas maano nyo, mas makita natin, lipat ko lang siya dito, okay. Okay, and then guys, para ma-solve na natin yan, ibig sabihin, wait lang. Okay, ibig sabihin for FCO muna. Okay, for FCO, tingnan nyo For FCO muna tayo para makuha natin yung value ng force na may experience ng O. Okay, ibig sabihin lang nun guys is makukuha na, ano ba F max natin? Ang F max natin is 1,500. So sa lahat yon, so 1,500 equal to FCO. Ano ba yung force na nararanasan ng FCO multiply by COF, which is 1.728. Okay? And then ano ngayon yung magiging FCO natin? Okay. 1,500. Okay? FCO multiply 1.728. So makukuha mo yung value ng FCO mo as 868.055. So 868.056. Okay? This is Newton. And then guys, for your FBO naman, simply 1,500. Ibig sabihin lang kasi na to, ito dapat yung maximum force na mararanasan nila ng kada isang member mo. Bakit ba nagbabago-bago kasi nararanasan nila? Because yung experience kasi nila guys is iba because magkakaiba sila ng access na pinag-aaktan. Pag alanganin guys yung pwesto ng access mo, ng member mo, mas mabigat yung kinakarga niya. Mas malaki yung nire-resist niya na load. Okay, ibig sabihin, next one is, for FBO naman, is simply negative 0.789, okay? Ang FBO mo, simply equal to 1.5. Palitan lang natin yung factor natin, which is negative 0.789. And then shift solve, makukuha natin is 1901. So, or negative 1901.14 Newton. And then for the last one guys, is mamaya yung negative mamaya ko i-explain. So, the last one guys is for 1,500 Newton. Ang FAO naman natin is multiplied by 1.575, which is equal to FAO natin is equal to FAO natin is equal to FAO natin is equal to 1.575 1.5 multiplied by FAO multiplied by 1.575 equal to, makukuha mo dyan is 952 or 952.38 Newton. Guys, by the way, ang negative sign dito is nag-i-indicate lang na namali tayo ng assumption. Instead of that, ibig sabihin pala, ang head ng B natin, okay, this is the corrected, ang magiging head ng B natin is simply yung O. Okay, so kapag kumuha ka dyan ng proper or tama, magka-positive yung sagot mo pag nagkabaligtad sila. And again guys, hindi naman yung mababago yung sagot mo because direction lang naman yung nagkaiba. So, I hope that's clear. Okay? And then, for that, okay, so hindi pa tayo tapos. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo mabuti, okay, tanggalin natin to. Okay, tanggalin natin to. So, 1901. Ulitin ko to. So, this is 1901, negative 1901 point, ano yun? Something. Nakalimutan ko na ulit. Ano ba yan? 0.14. Okay, negative 1901.14 Newton. Or simply 1901 na binaligtad lang natin. Or 1901.14 Newton. And then guys, sabi, yan yung kaya nilang i-resist ng mga forces. Ngayon kasi, ang hinahanap sa, ibig sabihin yan yung mga forces na kaya nilang i-resist talaga ng each of the members mo. Ngayon, ang sinasabi sa atin is the maximum mass daw na kaya i-resist, na hindi magi-snap yung isang member. So, ibig sabihin, kopyahin ko ulit to. Okay, ibig sabihin lang nito guys, kukunin natin ngayon yung mass niya. If we're going to get the mass, simply, di ba ang ginagawa natin, okay, di ba ang ginagawa natin dyan is 865, okay. Ito ngayon pala, sorry. Ito pala ngayon yung alin. Okay. Wait lang. Okay, ibig sabihin niya, yun yung mga kaya niyang i-resist na force. Eh di ba guys, yung force na yan is equal to the weight. Kasi nga yun naman guys, yung nire-resist niya. Tama ba? Yun yung nire-resist ng bawat members mo. Ngayon, kung titingnan mo mabuti, hindi ba para makuha natin yung mass na kaya niyang i-resist is simply, ang gagawin natin dito is yung force natin or CO is equal to mass times the gravity which is 9.81. Di ba ganyan yung gagawin natin? Bakit? Kasi nga guys, ang nire-resist ng bawat members natin is yung mass na applied doon sa bawat members. Ibig sabihin yun yung nire-resist niya na force, yung weight. Okay? And then guys, ibig sabihin kung yun yung nire-resist niya, since nasa equilibrium tayo, equal yung resistance nung members mo doon sa doon sa weight na ini-apply sa kanya. Okay? Ibig sabihin, FCO is equal to, okay, gawin natin na, para makuha natin yung weight, simply 868.056 equal to mass, okay, multiplied by 9.81. So, mamaya natin kung isagot. Ito naman is 1901.14 equal to mass multiplied by 9.81. And then for the last one is 952.38 equal to mass times 9.81. Ibig sabihin lang na to, okay, by concept, makukuha natin yung mass. Okay. Makukuha natin yung mass equal, okay, makukuha natin guys yung mass equal to, so 868.056 equal to mass times 9.81, makukuha natin yung mass sa una, this is 88.48 or 49 Newton, kilogram. Okay? And then guys, for the next one is 1901.14 equal to mass times 9.81. Makukuha natin guys that this will be your mass is 193.79 kilogram. Okay? Or 1 points. Basta yan. 193.8 or something. Same lang na. Yun na lang din. Okay? And then for the last one is 952.38 equal to mass times 9.81. Simply guys, makukuha mo dyan is 97.04. Okay? 97.04 kilogram. And then guys, huwag kayong box ng box. Tingnan nyo mabuti hinahanap. Ang sabi sa atin is the maximum. Okay? Determine the greatest mass. Ibig sabihin yung pinakamalaking mass na kayang i-resist ng ating members na walang nag-i-snap sa either of tatlo. Sa BO, sa CO, saka sa AO. Tama? Ngayon kung titingnan nyo, alin dito yung maximum? Ang mambabaksa ng iba dyan is yung pinakamalaking mass. Ito daw, sabi ng iba. Ayan daw yung maximum mass natin. Kung titingnan mo mabuti, Pag ikinarga natin yung 183 na yan, okay, ito by the way guys, itong force na to is the maximum resistance. Yan lang kayang kargahin ng CO mo. Yan lang kaya niyang bitbitin. And anything beyond that, masisira na siya. Ibig sabihin, kung kukunin natin ito, let's take a look let's proving. Kung kukunin natin yung mass equal to 193.79 kilogram at i-multiply natin ng 9.81, okay? Simply equal to ano yan? Simply equal, since 193.79 times 9.81, simply equal to 1901 nga yan, 1901, okay, Newton. And then guys, kapag ganyan, mas malaki ka na doon sa FCO mo, which is equal to 868.056 Newton. If this is the case, ibig sabihin kapag nagkarga ka ng 173.79 kilogram na weight, magiging 1901 yung resist mong forces. Ano mangyayari ngayon sa member CO mo? Masisira yan. Kasi ang kaya niya lang ikarga is 868.056 Newton. So kung ganun yung concept natin, ano yung ma-extract yung sagot? Ibig sabihin lang nun guys, na ang maximum weight na pwedeng ikarga ng structure natin in order to prevent the failure is this one. Tama? Ika lang, wala akong mic. Is the 88.48 kilogram. Okay, ibig sabihin, yan lang kayang kargahin ng structure mo para walang masira sa kanila kahit isa. Kasi yan yung pinakamaliit. Anything beyond that, masisira na yung structure. I-prove ulit natin, o proving lang ulit, o proving, subukan nating i-multiply. So, 88.48 times 9.81 is simply equal nga yan sa 868. Kung titingnan mo mabuti, yung resistance ng FBO mo is up to 1901 Newton. Pasok, hindi masisira. And yung FAO mo naman is 952.38, is still greater than the 868 Newton na kaya niyang kargahin, therefore hindi siya masisira. And again, if compare mo sa FCO naman yan, masisira ba yan? Hindi, kasi magsisame lang sila. And then guys, pag dinagdagan mo pa yan ng kahit na konti, kahit na 1 kilo, dun pa lang sila mag-i-snap. I hope maliwanag yung ganung part. Okay, and again guys, the long method is wait na lang siguro yung kay Sir Calvin, dadagdag ko lang din yun. Maybe mauna ako or mauna yung sa video ko, isusunod ko pa rin yung kay Sir Calvin, okay? And then for hawak naman ni Sir Calvin, guys, sa mga hawak naman ni Sir Calvin, ipapanood yun ng video na to is, basically guys, this is an alternative approach in solving this type of problems. And ito yung faster way to solve this type of problems. So, pero guys, yun nga, mas mahalaga, nakabisado nyo pa rin yung long method, given na hindi nyo maaral yung this type o makalimutan nyo yung process ng pag-solve using this technique, is pwede nyo balikan yung long method. So, yun lang for this example. Okay?